Keely jumps here. Yeah, I'm here early. Gotta go fast come for content. Bobby told me that I'm getting content brain the other day, and I was like, oh my god, really? And he was like, yeah, you're doing it. And I was like, yay. It is time! If we get fucking copyright claim for this shit, I swear to god. Did you guys know that Geoff Keighley tweeted that he would be accepting our apologies today?
I've played it, and after you see this trailer, I think you're gonna want to as well.
Today, my destiny blooms.
Like, he was like, I'll be accepting your apologies, and it's like, well, will you?
Let's get this job done. There's loot here.
It's time for us to revolutionize shooters! In all, like, honestly, like, jokes aside, this is the studio's opportunity to redeem itself. Because we started cringe, and now we're here. So let's see if it's actually any good.
The shield breaker.
It looks pretty standard shooter to me, though. There's like no magic. The only thing you get is horses. It's just a horse.
This is the fun part.
Like, if you're in a world of like magic medieval fantasy, why the fuck do you have a gun? This is the fun part. But like, I wanna see if Geoff is gonna make me eat my words. You're not late, we just started, the presentation started right when I was going live. I'm armed with G-subs and decaf coffee.
Hey, I'm Chad Grenier, game director and studio head of Wildlight Entertainment.
Hi, Chad. You
And
sound
I'm Jason
afraid.
Ford, design and
I can
creative
smell
director.
fear on you.
Today we're here in our office to walk you through every aspect of our new
Where's
game,
my
Highguard.
fireball?
4 years ago, the two of us, along with 60 other
smell
veteran
fear.
developers that have worked together for over a decade, all made the leap from large publishers to form our own, fully independent game studio. From the start, our mission was to be a design-led studio where gameplay always comes first.
Really love the smell fear.
In
Yeah,
those
I
early
do.
months, we spent a lot of time playing games that inspired us. We played battle royales, survival games, extraction shooters, and many others. In particular,
My
we were
guess is
playing
that, like,
survival
from what I'm
shooters.
hearing
One aspect
already,
of
you
that
guys have been
genre that
playing
really caught our attention
multiplayer
was
games.
base raiding. Could we take the thrill of raiding another team's well-fortified base and isolate
They
that
sound
into a
defeated. I
competitive
blame Geoff.
experience that we could play over and over again?
Yeah, maybe play a non-shooter
But
game.
This isn't a survival game. It's not a base building game. It's what we call a PvP raid.
To be fair, most of the devs
We
come
wanted to
from
utilize
shooting
our
games.
experience making well-crafted first-person shooter maps to design bases that were always fun to attack and defend.
Oh yeah, Wave is gonna play
Most
it.
importantly, we wanted to ensure that we were making a shooter. We love making shooters. So now we're excited to show you exactly what a PvP raid shooter is and what makes Highguard special.
Here we go again, gang. Summoning great assistance.
Moving in for the attack.
Tenfall 2 was great and Apex Legends was solid. They do have shooter experience. Yeah, yeah, like their thing is shooter, so expecting them to not make a shooter is kind of like silly.
Planting a bomb.
But we could have made a shooter with not gun mechanics. We could have used magic.
Burn this place to the ground.
Geoff gonna give Highguard every single award at this year's Game Awards
At
just
its
to
core,
spite us.
He's like
Highguard is a
trembling
new
with
mode
rage.
between two teams of 3 wardens each. To start, each team chooses a unique base to defend. This is your main stronghold.
Have you seen the
while you
new
ride out
Warframe
to fight
design?
in the open
It's
territory
Nope.
to secure
I
the
have
shield
not,
breaker.
and I don't want to see it, and I don't want to hear about it until I actually
Use
see
the
it in
shield
March.
breaker
But thank
to
you for the
successfully
super.
raid and destroy the enemy team's base before they can destroy yours.
So it's like a MOBA shooter. Yeah, right now I don't want to hear anything about
Each
new
warden is
Warframe
built
stuff because I'm going to see it
specifically
eventually.
for Highguard's
Patience.
PvP raid mode. They combine tactical skill with powerful magic.
It's like a 3D Dota.
Like,
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, some of these
destruction,
designs at the very least look
infiltration,
interesting. It's not like
hiding in
Concord
plain
where it was like
sight.
visually dead.
and resource
Like
acquisition.
Concord was visual melatonin, you know, like
The magical abilities of our wardens supplement combat,
Ice wall formed, my friends.
but we're still
it's
a
kind
gun
of like
game at
capture
our
the
core.
flag.
You've got your team of wardens, now it's time to choose your base. Prior to venturing into Highguard, you'll be randomly presented with 4 options for your home base. Your team will vote on which one feels like the best fit for you.
Boo Boo, thanks so much for the membership.
enemy
Isn't this
team
just
gets the
weaker
same
Deadlock?
4
No
choices.
idea. The abilities just remind me of
Each
Overwatch.
base
Overwatch
the
is the
size of
basis
a
as to where
classic
most of these
small
games are
team
made.
deathmatch map. They all have different layouts and visual styles, but most importantly, distinct attack and defensive strengths and weaknesses that depend on your playstyle.
You just macheted that dude in the
Once
back,
you
and there
selected
was
your
like, and I
warden
felt
and your
nothing.
base, you spawn in. You have 1 minute to plan
Why
your
should I play this over
defenses
Marvel
and
Rivals?
pick your
That's what the
starting
devs
lineup.
are trying to convince us of.
Every warden can use any weapon. Select your primary, secondary.
That's like the
your
only
raid
thing I
tool.
don't like about Highguard
You can
is
change your
the
loadout at the
guns. You
beginning
could have
of
made a
every
shooter
match.
and made it magic instead, and it
Each
would have made a
player
whole lot
also
more
starts
sense
with
than
5
this.
wall reinforcements,
The
which they can
dissonance
use
between
to armor
theming
up
here is
different
very
areas of their
like
base.
apparent.
Once the defensive phase is up, your base unlocks, and your team mounts up and rides out.
Time to ride!
Teams are fighting for control of the shield breaker, which is the key to starting a raid on the other team. But the
Yeah,
shield
yeah,
breaker
why are we
takes a few
casting
minutes to
Bullet?
form. During this time, players should explore different points of interest and loot better gear. You can find upgraded guns,
Found a saber rifle.
armor, better saddles, and
Why are
magical
the chests so
amulets that are
modern?
imbued with perks.
Weapon chest here.
My main
Stay
issue with
alert.
this game is not
The
even
other
that it's a
team is
shooter or
doing the
whatever,
same.
it's the fucking
So skirmishes are
dissonance
inevitable.
between the setting and character designs and what we're actually doing.
Stick together as a
Now
team
it's
to have
Fortnite.
strength in
But
numbers,
look, Fortnite is
or
funny
take a
though.
chance and split up
Fortnite
to
is
get more loot for
intentionally meant to be
yourself.
like fucking dissonant as fuck, cause like Cartman is in it and you can fucking
Also
like
around the
scalp a
map
banana.
are crystal formations called Vesper.
Vesper to mine over here.
You can
Use
mine.
your Warden's Axe to mine this valuable resource. You also get Vesper from kills
Quick, swift, clean, and done.
and from successfully attacking or defending a raid.
Defusing the bomb! Watch my back!
Copy that.
If you're
This
not
feels a
having
little too
luck
big for just
finding
3
the loot you
characters.
need,
I was
Trader Flynn is
assuming
a
the
great
teams were
way
at least gonna be like
supplement your
5v5. That's the
Whatever you
standard
need,
for shooters like
I'll
this.
He can be found in your base or out in the open world, and he will happily sell you better armor, guns, and gear.
Appreciate the kindness.
I'm trying my hardest to
So
care, but it's not
hunt
as
down
happening.
or purchase
Like,
the best loot possible
for
and
me-
win those skirmishes.
I don't start fights.
there are things about it that are interesting, but as a player, it's nothing I can't do with like Marvel Rivals.
During the gear up phase, always make sure you're keeping one eye on the sky.
Storm's brewing. Shieldbreaker should be ready soon.
When the storm forms, the Shieldbreaker's location is revealed. It randomly spawns in one of 3 unique points of interest. Once that Shieldbreaker forms, nothing else matters.
Yeah, I've been showing characters on the screen
Rally
so far.
up
I can't remember a single
and
one of
fight
them.
for possession.
Oh, yeah, like again,
If your
something
team
about
manages
it
to
lacks
secure the
punch, but I
Shieldbreaker,
want to like hear what
Your
the devs have
objective
to
is
say.
get to the enemy base and start the raid. But the enemy team will do everything in their power to stop you from getting to their base.
Gang, time to attack.
Also, I genuinely feel like this video could have been done at least 3 days before the game came out. This just
If
came
you
out
die,
today,
you'll
mind
drop
you.
the Shieldbreaker, and the enemy team can pick it up
Let's mount up and soar to victory.
and run it to your base and start their own raid. Once you get to the enemy base, plant the Shieldbreaker and start the raid.
It came out already? It came out
The raid
today!
begins with the summoning of your siege tower that will break through the enemy's outer shield
Hot
and become
take.
your spawn
This
point
game is nowhere
during
as
the
bad
raid.
as Conquered, but it does look generic and derivative as all
The
hell.
defending team
No
will be able to
reason to
teleport
play it
back to
over
their
Rivals
base.
or Deadlock.
Yeah,
be
yeah,
ready
like
to
that's the
fight.
thing, like what sets this apart. Thanks
Once
so
the
much for
shield
the
has been
super.
broken,
Wave says
the
that we should have
raid
seen this at the Game
begins.
Awards. I agree. If
Enemy
they would have
base
shown this in the
contains
Game Awards, I would have been a bit
objectives
more
your team
interested.
will need to sabotage and destroy. But in order to successfully
Especially with
penetrate
how
a
hard
well-defended
fucking Geoff,
base,
glazed
you'll need
it.
to use your Warden's abilities and your raid tool. Every Warden comes equipped with one raid tool of their choice. You can choose between a rocket launcher for a more straightforward approach.
Yeah, it came out
zipline
10
gun
minutes ago.
for when your attack plan requires coming in from above,
Attacking target B.
or a blast hammer when you just want to bring it all down.
Hand clear! On me!
Like, this is
Different
definitely
tools
gonna
are
have
more
a
effective
player
for
base.
different
It's not like
bases.
Concord that died really quickly.
Once inside the base, your objective is to sabotage enemy generators.
Blow this place sky high!
Once the bomb is planted,
Only because it's free. Yeah,
you'll
oh,
need
if
to
this
hold
would
the
have been
objective while the enemy team tries to
a pay-to-play
flush you out
game, it
Defusing
would
the
have been
bomb.
dead on
Watch
arrival.
my back.
and disarm the
If you had to
charge.
pay like $30, $40
Each
for
base
this, it would have
has
been dead
2
on arrival.
generators and an anchor stone. If a generator is successfully destroyed, it
Why
does
a rocket
35
launcher instead of a
damage to
spell or
the
something
enemy
on them?
base.
That's the thing I don't
You
get,
can
right?
to the
Like,
anchor zone,
it
which is
shows
harder
to me
assault, more heavily
a lack of
reinforced,
creativity.
and has a
Sure,
longer
you guys are
countdown.
known
It
for making
completely
shooters, but you
destroys
can
the
shoot
enemy
things
base,
that aren't
ending the
guns. You
match
know
with
that,
victory.
right?
Big prediction, cause of
Getting the
how
enemy
this
base to zero health
CTF
is
but
how you
only
win the game.
once
This often
system
ends
works.
in a generator
Almost
blowing
every
up,
game between
but not
two
always.
even teams is
There are
going
other
to be
ways to
nothing
do
but
damage
back
to the
and
enemy
forth
base.
ping-ponging
For
in
example,
the middle of the map with
planting
a
a shield
flag.
breaker
Very
starting a
likely,
raid
yes. It's
will
too
damage the
big.
base.
You need a 5v5.
And it's not
3v3 is
just
a little
about
bit too
attacking.
small.
Successfully defending your own base will damage the attacking team's
But yeah,
base.
like, you can
So
shoot
can
things
win
that aren't
with a great
guns.
defense.
Staves, crossbows,
If a raid is successfully defended,
spells that
the
yeet
game is
swords,
not over.
whatever. There's so
Damage
many
is
cool
done to your
fantasy
base,
things you can do
and
in
that base
place
health
of
does not
guns. And it
regenerate.
still would
Players
technically
will
be a
respawn at their
shooter.
base and ride out for another gear up
I would have
phase.
found that way more interesting personally.
As the
Like,
match
Marvel
progresses,
Rivals kind of does that because
all
the enemies
loot
don't
in the
have
map
guns, but like they
upgrades.
yeet their entire
Paladin
butt
here.
at you.
The weapons get stronger, the armor and equipment improves, and the stakes get higher. A match can go anywhere from 1 raid to 4, which means matches can last anywhere from 8 minutes to around 30 minutes, if the teams are really trading raids.
Back in the fight.
8 minutes for a map
Winning
this
a
big
match
seems
will
like a very
often
short
come down
time.
to a clutch bomb plant with a few seconds left on the clock,
Someone call for a demolition man. Bomb planted.
or a tight team fight with mobility,
8 minutes is a way to
positioning,
say a one-sided
and shooting
match.
skills out in
But
the
what
open
about the
world.
characters? We haven't shown off the characters yet.
So that's Highguard. We're excited for you to try our unique take on this new PvP
It's
raid
not
shooter.
unique at all. Like
All you need to know at
ish.
first is loot up, grab the shield breaker, and raid the enemy base.
Like the shield breaker and radiant armor base
stick
thing is
together.
unique. I haven't seen
This
that done
is a
much. You
team
can do
game.
that in some games, but it's not like the main focus.
There's lots more to unpack as you start going deeper, but for now, assemble your wardens, and we'll see you in Highguard.
Please tell me that wasn't the entirety of the live stream. I will cry.
What you just saw is a product of 4 years of experimentation, playtesting, and a whole lot of passion and fun.
And now here's a deeper look at the mechanics, features, and world of Highguard.
You guys don't seem
directly
very
from our team.
enthusiastic, but you might be nervous.
We're coming in.
That was 4 years, huh?
Jump spear out!
Ice wall. Up for cover.
Place your bets things. Will this game be able to outlive an average Spanish fleet about 3 weeks? Or will it follow Concord into the early grave?
No, according to Wave, it
When we
has
started,
20,000
we wanted
players
to
right
make sure
now.
that we were making something that played to our strength, but at the same time, we want to bring something new to the table.
Players are always craving something fresh and a game that is not exactly like something they've played before.
I think everyone was on board with fantasy meets ballistic guns. We thought, okay, well, we don't want to do sci-fi. What is the other conceit that we could make? It's like, well, Magic will let us do that.
We wanted to
To
integrate
be fair,
more
See, that
their
one's
game
cool.
got revealed and
into
social media
a
was
shooter.
almost
We knew
nothing
that
but
we wanted to do
this
like
game
an
looks
FPS
so
game.
generic.
That's our
It's
core.
gonna
That's
die
our
in a
bread
week.
and butter.
I
We know
would
how
be
to make
nervous.
shooting feel really good, so we focus.
I'd
on
be
that
nervous too.
first.
This is like the Temu version of Unreal Tournament 3
We're not gonna
Warfare
make another
mode.
BR, we're not
Like,
gonna make
we've
an
spent
extraction
20 years
shooter.
of
We
game
like the open
design
world. We like the
regressing.
base building, we like the survival elements, we like the mobility. on
Like, we
mouse.
need to be at, like,
Taking
a
all these
bit better
elements
faith on
from
it,
these
though.
different modes and
Little
putting
bit.
them together.
And then that kind of transitioned in.
Players are always
I missed what they said here. Hold on.
Ice wall. Up for cover.
Would you like to know more? Would you like to know more?
Would you like to know more?
Great.
But at the same time, we wanted to make sure that we were making something that played to our strength. But at the same time, we want to bring something new to the table.
players are always craving something fresh and a game that is not exactly like something they've played before.
I think everyone was on board with fantasy meets ballistic guns. We thought, okay, well, we don't want to do sci-fi. What is the other conceit that we could make? It's like, well, Magic will let us do that.
We wanted to.
Yeah, and then why did you
integrate
not
more
fucking
fantasy
use
elements
magic?
into a shooter.
Oh,
We
Magic
knew
would
we
let
wanted
us
to
do that.
like
Then
FPS.
why did you pull
That's our
out
core.
guns?
That's our bread and butter.
We know how to make shooting feel really good. So we
Dude, you
focus on
guys
that
could have made a
first.
game where shooting feels really good with magic.
We're not going to make another BR round.
You can have magic
an extraction shooter.
snipers.
We like the open world. We like the base building. We like the survival elements. We like the.
They just
mobility
dead-ass
on
admitted
mouse.
that the magic
It's
was an
taking all these
afterthought.
elements
Holy
from these
shit.
different modes and putting them
They
together.
just dead-ass
And
says,
then
well, we
that
don't want to
kind
do
of transitioned
sci-fi.
into our
What could we
prototyping phase.
do that could let
The
us
key is
shoot
to fail
guns?
fast.
right?
Oh,
'Cause
see,
if
I
you
love
can
the
fail a
concept
bunch
art. That's
quickly,
beautiful.
You just learn a bunch fast. You can get to the good product faster.
That's what I want to see
We have
personally.
people
I like
totally
her.
trying new things and taking big swings because we're small.
Every playtest, there is buckets of feedback. We pride ourselves on finding
Whose
the fun,
feedback?
and
You guys
it's
made this in
sacred when you
complete
find it.
secret. It was so secret nobody leaked it.
Were pretty much raid related.
A raid is where you.
Yeah, I
bang
think
on someone
Deadlock
else's
does magic
base
and guns
say,
better.
I'm here, and I'm gonna f you up, or maybe not that word.
The raid is the driving factor in most of our choices, from the characters to the weapons to the raid tools to the mounts.
Like, man, I
to
can't take
the
you
push and
seriously if you
pull,
just
the
admitted that the
sword.
magic was an afterthought. You just did it for
Very fun,
aesthetics.
Especially when you're like invading a base.
Each base is different. We try to give it an
It's just to
identity,
not be
we try to give
sci-fi.
it, like, history, and kind of has its own personality and has its own gameplay.
Because it feels like you guys would have decent world building at least.
We discovered that we could
Final
make
Fantasy does
really
magic
strong
and guns a lot
expressions
better.
of
Yeah, do what Final
opportunity
Fantasy
from
does.
bold.
My favorite one is probably Bell Ringer. It has like the 3 bell towers. It has like candles on these like curved interiors. I love just kind of seeing how the light plays off of it.
The cool thing about our bases in our world is that those bases are discovered in Highguard. Who discovers them are our wardens.
Like, there's some unique designs
When you
here at the
take
very least.
story and you think about characters deeply, and you think about
I am
See, those
willing
are
to give them
really
a
interesting
chance,
looking.
but they are going to have to
everything
surprise
is
me.
reinvesting in the
The
world
character
we are
designs
building.
look
One thing that we
relatively
wanted to do
solid,
They
was
are.
but I am
that,
trying
like,
to
our
understand
magic
what the
felt
core
not
gameplay loop
hand-wavy,
is.
so
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
kind of
like,
emanates
for me as a
from
character
source
designer,
on
their
the
designs are pretty
characters, and
solid.
the characters is kind of what creates that
The
magic.
problem is that their game, like the core mechanic, which is shoot gun, feels kind of dated. And having admitted that, you know, the magic is an afterthought, that just makes me lose a lot of confidence in it.
My favorite warden right now is Scarlet. I really enjoy her shifting sands ability. It's one way that you can silently get into the base, and then the enemy's like totally confused.
Our wardens, I would say, are there to complement our guns.
Did you pause the live stream? No one cares if I pause this live stream.
Tactical and strategic depth to the overall match.
It's exciting. You're at the beginning of a match. You don't know what's going to happen. Endless opportunities.
All the character abilities and the destruction and the gunplay all
They
come
keep
together
saying
into this
unique and
really
original.
frenetic
Why?
fight.
Because to them, this is unique and original. Since they made this in complete secret, and it was so secret it didn't even get leaked, which is very rare nowadays.
Philosophically, we are a
They
gun
probably
first
had a
game.
problem
We
that
wanna
was
make
likely
sure
a bit of
that
an echo
gun
chamber.
combat
Guide
is
your
the
kit?
primary way you
Probably
take
not.
part
Thanks so
in
much for the
succeeding
super,
in
by the way. My guess, my
guns
theory,
specifically
is
are
that they had a bit of an
very
echo chamber
hardcore
going here.
about
Not
our
helped at
guns
all
to
by
be
Geoff Keighley, who
ballistic
probably
guns.
saw this and was like,
I
this is
wanna
the
see
coolest thing
rapid,
ever.
I want to see all the inner workings of it.
When we shoot the gun, we wanted to make sure that there are tons of moving parts. We want to see like animators being able to have their full creativity to like bring these guns to life.
So we wanted to start from a really grounded, realistic standpoint. When I'm firing a gun, I'm enveloped in it. I know what it is. That is a 5.1 surround design experience to put you behind the gun and make you feel like you're really there firing it.
It also helps that it does not help that the sound design sounds pretty generic so far. It's like
So in Highguard,
Hollywood
one of our
soundtrack
unique things is
50.
our mix between close quarters combat in a raid scenario and open world battles, mounted combat. And we have to be mindful of creating guns that are fun in all those scenarios.
Base rating is this like intense, like
It's gun
peak
sounds,
of
damn it.
action, right? And it's cranked to 11, but we learned that being cranked to 11 the entire time is a lot of fun, but it's not something you can play for 3-4 hours, right? You need some better pacing there. And that's where the open world kind of helped, right? That's where that
Oh,
pacing
because they also wanted to shove the open world in there. That's why the maps feel so big for 3v3 matches.
Differentiator factors from our game. I think there are 3 things actually. The loop is very unique. And then I don't think you see a lot of shooters out there that do fantasy. And then the third one.
The reason you don't
is
see
mount
shooters
combat.
that do fantasy is because most fantasy games have the sense to not use guns.
Shooting people?
They're trying to make
Autobots,
base rating.
starting
The
to prototype
focus
it
cause
really
that bit is
quick and
kinda
very
unique.
quickly
I
that
agree.
became like,
Anything
oh, this is
hero
the
shooter
sauce.
lives and
You ended
dies
up
on the
picking a bear.
characters.
Yes.
And you're like riding the bear. It was so magical, kind of like running.
And,
through.
like,
The
here's the
team
thing,
really
what
latched
Blizzard
onto
did
it. I think
right
it kind of
was
set the
show
tone
us the
to where everybody
characters.
was like, oh man, I want to like fulfill that fantasy.
Comics,
I want to play
snippets,
that.
cinematics.
Mounts were created for traversal at first, and then we're like evolving it to be more combat.
Unique, you keep saying word. I don't think it means what you think that it means.
I mean, let's like put ourselves in their shoes. To them, this is probably pretty unique. Thanks so much for the super, by the way.
Honestly, super fun.
You want to have kind of like these rolling.
Also, what the fuck else are they gonna say? This boring ass, dated ass gameplay? No.
Excitement to be able to like.
You talk up your projects, chat.
The beauty about Highguard is that we're just at the surface. The characters have just found certain parts of that land.
So tell me about them.
Continue to discover new things.
A way to get a player to care about a game is if we care about the story, if we care about the characters.
Mysteriously, missing in action for hundreds of years to the point where most people in this world don't even believe it's real.
Highguard itself is kind of a land of mystery, and each map is a snapshot of what that continent
Yeah, do some character trailers, do some snippets.
Where Highguard was rediscovered, we stick with a lot more modern architecture. You got a lot of very big machinery. You have a giant wall, you have steam vents. The more we go inland, the more magical and ancient it gets.
When
yeah, like TF2 did it really well with their Meet the Team trailers.
This land, and they all died. And it became clear that the only ones who could survive in this magical land are those with that gift of magic.
And they are brought to this place by a mysterious organization called the Iron Vigil.
At first, when you meet the Iron Vigil, they are the ones who help bring you to the land of Highguard.
They're in a position of power because they broker all of the contracts that the Wardens take on.
Okay. I'm starting to piece it together a little bit more. If you guys had done a cinematic trailer, this would have been better.
And over time, you're going to see how big that flame gets.
So not everyone can use magic.
Picked our favorite things here and there, but I feel like we found a vision and stuck to it and created something that's genuinely new.
We knew when we started we wanted to make a shooter, and we knew we wanted to make something that was live service, and so we've been planning for that.
Your grave.
In fact, we already have a year's worth of post-launch content already deep in development.
There's a lot of live service fatigue right now, right? These
yeah,
things
dude.
tend to hit you with a FOMO, which I think players have gotten wise to, for good reason. We're building a game that people want to come back to.
So the way our post-launch plan is broken up is what we call episodes. So each episode will be roughly 2 months, broken into 2 halves. We'll have a part 1 and a part 2.
Like, they're very confident about this, and I admire that confidence, but I fear it.
And that'll bring 5 maps, 6 bases, 8 wardens, 10 weapons with 11
Okay, we're starting with a really small cast.
Over a dozen other items in the loot pool, and 3 raid tools, all at launch day. And then, just in a couple of weeks, we're going to have episode 2, which kicks off with a new warden, a new mount type.
I would love if you guys told me about these wardens.
We're really excited to bring our first new mode, Ranked,
to
the table. So that'll be coming in 2 weeks. And then from there, we'll be in our regular cadence.
Watch and burn.
What I'm most excited for people to experience with this game is the care and the attention that went into making the gameplay satisfying and rewarding.
And actually, I don't know if you guys caught that, but there is a lore reason for the gun, but I still think it's stupid.
And to put that creative project in front of the world to play and get the feedback and see the joy it brings people, you just want to keep doing that.
Actually, I'm gonna pause this live stream. So, from what I heard, the lore reason as to why there is gun is because Highguard is the only magical place in this world, right? So, outside of it, it's fairly modern. They mentioned that the deeper you go into Highguard, the more ancient and magic that fucking structures get. Which means that the people coming out from the outside, the Wardens, are already fairly well versed in modern weapons and warfare, but they happen to be able to use magic. Now, I think that's a cop-out, and I think that they should have fucking focused a little bit on the learning to use magic and using magic. Because, like, what if technology doesn't work in there? What if in Highguard, technology fucking just fizzles out and dies? That would have been way more interesting, but I am starting to see a pattern I don't like, and it is a complete and utter lack of care for their characters and their story. There is no story here so far. There is lore, but there is no story, because if there was story, they would have shown us some character trailers, some story snippets, some world buildings. Do what TF2 did. Do what Overwatch did. It would have been a really cool cinematic trailer to show, as opposed to just focusing on the, oh, we wanted to make a live service. In Overwatch, people were upset that there wasn't enough lore. There were so many cool cinematics and showing off characters. Like, they wanted a series or a single player mode, you know? So, like, Mage Punk that gave up halfway, yeah!
I love this team. I'm just trying to have fun.
But we want the community to feel Like, they don't need to read an entire book before they play the game. We
Oh,
want
no.
them to feel like they
No,
are
like,
part
you
of
don't
that
need
book
to read an
and
entire book,
be
but you need
part
to
of
at
the
least
journey
have
as we
something, a
kind of
hook.
discover it with them.
Going from a blank
I
page
love their
to a game
concept
that
art, and I
we
want
are
to see these
excited
characters. I
play
want to
on
learn more about
weekends. So
them.
I'm proud of the game, but I'm proud of the team getting to that point.
Like, if you're already saying we're expecting our players to be TikTok kids that don't know how to read, like, that's already a problem to me, you know? You don't need to read a book, but at least get some setup, some story in there.
We hope you enjoyed that first episode and the in-depth look into the gameplay of Highguard. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to show you more about our game, and we hope that you'll try it out for yourself.
Nothing about the characters?
For those of you who want to learn even more about the game and our universe, be sure to check out the Field Codex on YouTube and our official website. And please follow us on social to get the latest news, patch notes, and updates about the game.
And most importantly, Highguard is free to play and available right now on Steam, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. Remember, the first
They're not
war
characters,
chest
they're
is
play
completely
kits.
free
Oh,
for
I'm
all
gonna
players,
rant when we're
and
done.
We're hitting the ground running with our next episode coming in just 2 weeks. We can't wait to grow and build this game with all of you. From all of us here at Wildlight, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in Highguard.
Thank you, Wildlife, but like...
Get ready in there. We're coming in.
Okay, so I see a giant problem with this game already. A few very, very big glaring problems, which is gonna make it so that this gets end of serviced within a year.
Reinforcing a wall.
Let's get this
They don't care about their game, they just want a live service. Like... Even Conquer had a character-focused trailer. Yeah, they don't care about their story. They don't care about the world that they've built. This could have had an incredibly interesting premise. This had a lot of potential.
Dead game in 2 weeks bonus points if it lasts longer somehow.
I give it a year. But like... There's so much potential for Highguard and they squandered it because they just wanted to make a live service, and that makes me so sad. Like, they're underestimating their players immensely. Immensely, I think. If this had a cinematic, if this had character trailers, I would have tried it. And I don't do multiplayer, you guys know this.
If they don't care about their world, why should I?
Exactly. Like when they said we don't want our players to have to read a book to get to know this place, it's like, you don't have to read a book, but at the very least tell me a bit about it. There needs to be a hook, you know? I see no hook. Even League, which is like toxic cesspit.
If we absolutely needed guns in this, they should have done what Warhammer Fantasy did and set it in an early industry setting with black powder weapons.
Or like Final Fantasy.
You can already see the horse and bear armor in the shop for a cheap $15.
Oy! But like, the thing I don't like is that they genuinely underestimate their players so fucking bad. Like even League, which is toxic cesspit, energy. Even League has cinematics, character trailers, music videos, lore. They have short stories on the League website if you want to read them. I read a bunch of them that are actually pretty well written and very interesting. And that makes you be like, ooh, maybe I'll check out League. And then you you log in and it's like, nope. But at the very least, there's interest, right? Highguard has committed the cardinal sin of boring me, okay? And what I mean by that is, you guys did not go in to talk about the lore and life of this game. If you guys really want to make a hero shooter, your character should be front and center. I saw some concept art that I liked, I saw a bunch of stuff that I like, why not show them off now? Also, Wave mentioned this, apparently you need to do some shenanigans to get this to work. You have to fuck up with the BIOS to set some kernel permissions. Oh, great! Fucking give kernel 0 permissions, my favorite.
They dropped 33 vids in 5 minutes.
What? No! No, wait, no, hold on. I'm going into their YouTube channel. No fucking way. They have 4.5k subs. I have more subs than Highguard. Oh? No. Dude, how the fuck am I supposed to care? How the fuck am I supposed to care if you guys don't even, like, marketing's worth for, like, 2 weeks? You guys did in a day. Wait. Do you guys know what this means? Do you guys know what this means? They had marketing material for, like, at least a few weeks. And then they dropped it all now, so they were afraid to post. They were afraid to post because Geoff fucking shot them in the foot so bad. These should have been drip fed, but the fucking response to like fucking Geoff being like, it's amazing, I cried, like, was so negative that I guess they got afraid to do it. Yeah, no, let's see one of the character trailers and see if that actually gets me a bit more interested. Oh, all of them right now.
A powerful spirit binder of the Wildwood, Una possesses a special connection to life, death, memory, and the spirit world.
My mask doesn't hide my true face.
Wait, you're a girl?
Reveals it.
She defied the laws of her people, leaving the boundaries of her dying forest home, so that she may
Wait, she's just walking around the map. She's not really doing anything. I thought that was a
find
dude.
a way to save it.
The wild calls, and the spirits whisper.
Una summons mischievous woodland
Oh, and
spirits
it's just gameplay.
who sow chaos on the battlefield.
It's nothing about her character.
disorienting and damaging enemies. These little bundles of trouble also love treasure, and will bring Una or her teammates anything they've nicked from nearby.
It's a damn gameplay trailer. Yeah, no concept art, no nothing.
Blade to binding belt.
Can I say something, Highguard devs? If you're gonna design a muscular woman, accentuate her figure a little bit more. I was convinced it was a guy because she has no waistline. That is a guy's physique. Like, you see her and you see, like, pecs. I don't see boobs here at all. There's no tits. This is literally just, like, a guy with,
possesses a special
with a
connection
feminine
to
voice. So, this is, like, one of those things that if you want to make a muscle mommy, like, there's barely a boob there. You should probably define her figure a little bit more. It's not impossible. Marvel Rivals does it all of the time. Why did you guys fail on such an astronomical level? Holy shit. From what I saw, the boobs are pay to win. They're cosmetic. No, that you're lying. And this isn't even like a story thing explaining her background to me. It's just gameplay. It's just how you can use this character to win the game. Breaking immersion immediately? I have nothing to care about. Like, so far, they've dropped about a month or two worth of marketing in 10 minutes. Character trailers that tell you nothing about the characters. You can't even fucking go in to play the game. Wave is trying.
And when she strikes blade to binding belt, she calls forth the great mother of the forest.
See, that would be really cool if you told me why she's calling forth the great mother of the forest. Why?
Una has traded her true face for one of permanent exile. Her service as a warden allows her to freely explore Highguard, where she searches for a way to save her homeland.
This tells me not save your homeland from what? Like, you're just dropping lore snippets like it matters. They released a date? Yes!
My destiny blooms.
Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna look up some of the Overwatch character trailers, so we can spot some differences, shall we? And let's see if we can spot the difference between how Overwatch introduced characters that you could play as and how Highguard did it. This is how you introduce a character. This is Blizzard before they became Sith Blizzard. That bird! Don't fucking shoot that bird, I swear to God! There he goes. Is a game or a movie? I can't tell if it looks really cool. Back in the day, Blizzard used to make insane animatics. And it doesn't say a fucking word. It tells you a lot, everything you need to know about this character before you even fucking playing in the game. See? Oh, that's so cute. We introduce some personality, we show some backstory. Uh-oh. And he hears that. And the PTSD kicks in. Exploding trees, mama. You annihilated that nest, how could you? But look at how it makes you care about the character. Look at how it makes you feel bad for him. And it says that's where you have to go, right? But like... And then he finds all the corpses of his brethren, and then you feel even worse. All the robots have been abandoned, left behind. And not only does this tell you about Bastion, but it tells you about the world building of the game in general. You can't fix it, baby boy. And now war. Exactly, like you learn a lot. He wants to build the nest again. And it's torn between the wilderness and the city. Was Highguard a shit show? Yes. You care about the characters here. You want to know more about them. You would even play the unit to kind of see their deal. Meanwhile, Highguard, what did they do? And sure, Overwatch had a really high budget, but like, you could make just one really, really big budget trailer, do something with the in-game models, show off some concept art, talk about the unit, like...
Witch, demon, dark fiend. The mysterious conjurer Mara has been called many things, and the legends surrounding her, the Legion. But in one detail, all the stories agree. She possesses power over life and death itself.
Light fades, and
then you just show me her shooting a gun.
Mara consumes the souls of her enemies to protect.
If you
us
have
here.
that, why do you have
When
a
an
gun?
enemy soul lingers on the field. She
Yeah, tell us
devours
the
its
legends.
essence,
Tell us the stories.
using
Show
the
me her
energy of the
damage.
fallen to replenish her power.
Your light belongs to me.
Like,
draws
if you
upon
can
this
do that, if you
dark
can eat the
reservoir
soul
of
out of
energy to
someone's
cast
body,
soul
why do you have a gun?
Armor on herself and her allies, granting them a spectral
And instead of trying to tell me about the character, don't tell me that there's legends and then ignore the legends. Instead of telling us about what her deal is, they just show off gameplay.
Advantage. Mara conjures a darkspawn,
Death's door is opened.
allowing allies to return to the fight through a pool of shadow. Even to the Vigil, Mara's origins and ultimate design.
She's a mage, why is she using
remain
gun?
a
Every
mystery.
single person in this game is a
Lurking
mage.
behind that imposing facade lies the true story untold, though I doubt any will ever get close enough or live long enough to hear it.
Because you guys decided not to tell it! The game is not gonna live long enough to hear it! We're just gonna fucking EOS before we get the fucking chance to! This is a screenshot from Wave's fucking screen. Wave, please don't shoot the disgusting creature that looks like it wants to be put out of its misery. I shot it! Did it die? I shot it so many times, did it die? It disappears after a bit and comes back. Oh, for fuck's sake. Like, Geoff has been fucking glucking this thing for like a week. And he posted this, like 2 days ago. The Dorito Pope. In 40 hours, I'll be accepting your apologies. I'm sorry, Geoff, but it's not good. But Geoff, in the movie that GIF is from, Hammond was wrong and it's a huge catastrophe! We didn't even watch fucking Jurassic Park! What do you guys think? Do you think that Highguard is gonna EOS in like a week? Or like in a few months? I give it a year personally. Tell me about it in the comments. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a lot. And remember, if you don't want to fucking get fatigued from trying to fucking wait in the Highguard login queue, go check out Gamer Subs. Use code KinkyMation at checkout for 10% off your entire order and get some energy in here. Maybe we can inject G-Subs into this game and actually make it, you know, more interesting. Holy shit. And with that, YouTube segment over. I'm gonna go fucking wail out on Genshin for like the first time in 2 years. Oh!
You can call me
I got
Kalavina, or Putar, or Moon Goddess. Whatever you prefer. I'm used to having many names.